The Crypto Markets Update is presented by Grayscale, the world's largest digital currency asset manager.
Checking in on Bitcoin again. The CoinDesk Bitcoin price XBX index is currently trading at 34,315. That's up 2.16%. And the CoinDesk Ether price ETX index at 2,322.84 cents, up 4.58%. So joining us now to discuss crypto markets is CrossTower research analyst Martin Gaspar. Welcome, Martin.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hi, Martin. I have a question about miners leaving China. You see it as potentially affecting the price of Bitcoin because the hash rate is falling. So can you map out how hash rate directly affects the price of Bitcoin, and why would it matter?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just the Bitcoin price and the Bitcoin hash rate have been very correlated over time, except it's a strong positive correlation. So they tend to move with each other. So as we saw the last couple months, as China cracked down on mining, the hash rate has really plummeted. So in my opinion, this has made it difficult for Bitcoin to see a lot of price support. However, what we saw just in the last week or so is that now the hash rate has plateaued. So we're beginning to see some stabilization there. And as soon as this continues or even reverses, I think it's going to set up Bitcoin to have, could go way higher.
So theoretically, why would that affect prices? Like, why would we see hash rate directly cause a support or some sort of base level in the price of Bitcoin? What is the market theory behind it? Why would it matter?
Yeah, because it sort of reflects network security on a fundamental level, shows how the Bitcoin mining industry is performing. So right now, it's obviously disrupted. There is some confusion on what's going to finally happen in China. Is this ban temporary or is it permanent? And so you'll see a lot of investors take a wait and see approach because of that. And additionally, traders really look at the hash rate, due to the correlation. So, there is some opinion out there that traders and algorithmic traders especially have been causing some of this sell pressure in recent months.
As we know, hash rate is only part of the China story. The other part is that they're actually cracking down on cryptocurrency trading. We just saw another move from Beijing just recently. It didn't seem to affect the price as it has in recent weeks. What is your forecast for this going forward? I mean, these sort of moves from China, every time China does something or the Chinese government signals something, the market reacts. What is your outlook on this over the short term?
Yeah, I think over the short term, we're already seeing some of these headlines wind down. Really, late May to mid-June was really crazy. You had nonstop headlines of some sort of crackdown, whether on Bitcoin miners or crypto trading around China. So I think we're finally going to see the tail end of these headlines. And in my opinion, the market has been moving less and less as these headlines have popped up. So I think we're finally getting to the cusp of it, and hopefully the market will see that positively, given this whole migration outside of China around the world. Investors should see that positively.
Just generally, though, Martin, I mean, it's really, to be fair, been something of a bit of a dull market of late. I mean, after the fun and games of the spring, when we had huge rallies and then big sell-offs, we're now stuck in this range. Do you see it breaking out of this anytime soon, or are we kind of got a quiet summer ahead of us?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think if the hash rate goes back up or continues to stabilize, I think it's going to set up us nicely for a potential late C. Looking at the on-chain data right now, it's pretty mixed. We're seeing network activity in terms of unique daily active addresses and active addresses. They're much lower than they were in the spring, so it's a bit weaker there. But what I'm particularly interested in is that the number of Bitcoin held by exchanges, and this has ticked up in May and June during the sell-off, but has actually stabilized in the last week or so. So if this if it's like that or continues to trend down as it has just in the past few days, I think these are some bullish signs that could set us up nicely through the end of the summer.